I'm talking AGP, anti-gravity project. I respect, staying true to the tech. We got the evil address and the pink Miss Will. Got the dark matter token going up, I can tell. Hey, I can tell this is starting something fresh. Shout out Hex Revision and on the Hex, yes. I confess, Hexicans don't stress, cause as a community we one of the So tell me, are you in, or tell me, are you out? Do you want to win, or do you chase the clout? What is this really about? The treasury and lottery. If you meant dark tokens, you can get a part of it. So how does it work? Let me explain. First you buy the dark token, now you're in the game. Then you mint the dark and get a fuel cell. That's an NFT, one that earns yield. As long as you have it, it feels like magic. But if you vaporize the NFT, that's tragic. So most think crypto is a game. Are you here for the fame, or here to make a name? See, Hexicans reign, we create our own lane. I thought I told you, we the new financial gain. AGProject.io with the flow. And if you know what I know, then you know what I know. That's just how it go. Something like to support the team, the dream. Public service announcement, t.me/anti-gravity saga is the telegram. Tap in. It's for y'all. I'm talking AGP, anti-gravity project. I respect, staying true to the tech. We got the evil address and the pink Miss Will. Got the dark matter token going up, I can tell.
Hey kids, this is Pulse Revision coming to you live from Cuatro Cinco Studio in my mom's basement. Got a couple cool links up here for you guys. If you want to join the stream, you can of course click on this that's on X. This one is on YouTube, and of course there's always a link to join, or almost always a link to join in our Telegram. T.me anti-gravity saga is a Telegram. Tap in the words of a Korean investor. So check those out. Another very important link that I'm going to grab right here from from Twitter is this one right here, which is, there's only 28 members in here so far, which is kind of bananas, because I think tomorrow we're going to call the top three of our art contest. And so if you go to x.com/i/communities, and then you memorize that number, or if you just click on the link that's also pinned in our Telegram, you can join the collective and you can vote on the art contest, which is pretty cool. We've got some absolutely amazing pieces of art to choose from for this one. Oh, let me put on the chain of truth and the chain of community here from Hex T Armstrong. Shout out to Hex T. Yeah, you got to join that to vote or to put your own art up there. So I think I can't believe 28 people out of like 420 is kind of silly. But like I said, that's who's going to determine who wins 10 Dark, 1 million reward points, and gets their piece of art attached to the Journey 4 NFT. Like all the art from our NFTs, aside from the first one that we made, it's all from the community. So no, I mean, so there's some NFT projects out there with community created art, but not the way we do it here. As you can see, the name of this stream is I Was Told There'd Be Cake. I feel like we all got called to an office party that we didn't want to go to for some birthday. Then we get there and we find out that the person's vegan or something and there's no cake. And we're all just kind of standing around for 10 or 15 minutes, trying to figure out like when we can just leave and go back to our cubicles and play on our phones. And so that's what it is. I was told there'd be cake. I'm here for the cake. I'm definitely not here for the prizes. Jonathan Kampala, my brother from another mother, yo, What's up, Jonathan Kampala? So good to see you in here, my man. Yeah, like this is like the worst office party ever. And I cannot be the only one who half of the reason, well, most of the reason that we built on Pulse Chain is because the community of builders and smart people and all the KOLs, all the YouTubers, all the streamers, like we have some sub communities in Pulse that are just amazing. Like you honestly don't find these anywhere else. You don't find these in other blockchains. You don't find these in other products. You just don't. You don't find this kind of coolness. Hugh's in the house. Hey, Max and team. Hey, what's up, buddy? Yeah, like I said, you don't get this kind of passion, fire, intelligence, lunacy, mental illness that we do here. Hey, Max, how's it going? Sunday night vibes. It is Sunday night vibes. I honestly, I was thinking like I was going between. I was told there'd be cake and seriously, what day is it? Because it doesn't. It feels like a Sunday, but again, it doesn't feel like a Sunday. Like it feels like way more people should be trading and playing around. The carpet should not. The market should not just be sucking a little bit more today. Like we've had enough suck. We needed we got a little bounce, but we need it. We need a much better bounce. Currently watching a movie, my friend. But if you're still streaming when the movie is finished, of course I will join. If not, I watch The Room. I hope you're having a great weekend, my friend. Love you. Love you too, Kate Figor. Speaking of Kate Figor, the guy has made some really great AI songs along with AJ Rip City Cuts is also coming up strong with the songs. Corey is an old-fashioned person that actually makes his music from instruments and studios. And I love it. I absolutely love it. Don't get me wrong, I'm sure that they use AI in certain parts of the producing now. But he's like actually writing not that Cape's not writing lyrics. He is sometimes strange and incorrect lyrics, but good lyrics nonetheless. And AJ Hex is also writing his lyrics. But Corey, I don't know how Corey's getting the hooks and the beat down so well. I think that he's tapped into either he's musically gifted on like laying down some producing tracks, or he's got some guys with a couple like tricks up their sleeve, like hanging on to a couple of hooks and a couple of samples for the right time and the right project. That's my guess, but I don't know. I'm in there. Yeah, he says we feel the downside, but we will really feel the upside. Thank you for the praise, my man. Oh no, thank you so much for making music and sharing it with us. I'm a big fan. I'm locked in. It's all me. Yeah. Oh, so that's all you. You're the one doing the hook and the beat and the melody. Wow. Holy cow. That you're more talented. I already thought you were really talented, and now I think you're just ridiculously talented. That's awesome. That's like seriously, that's big props to you. Smo Spiders in the house. Hi guys. Hey, what's up, Smo Spiders? Smo Spiders been doing a couple of clips here and there for the channel, loving them and sharing them because people are more likely to watch a 10-second clip than a 3-hour stream, especially when Saturday when I streamed so I could like leave to go to the wedding, and then I left the stream running for like an hour and a half. You guys are hearing like our dogs and like toilets and craziness back in the background. I don't even know. So we all are, and don't forget that for real. Yes, we're here. This feels like the eye of the storm. This is the first time that you can actually get a better deal on Pateus than on Bistro. This is like one of the first days I think you can get a better deal on Pateus than Bistro. Like everything's out of the money. Magic Carpet Ride's in the money. Dark, how is Dark still in the money? That is bizarre. Wait a second. So 33. Oh, because I know why. Okay, I got. In the price against DAI, we're not in the money. But the price against the other tokens that have all fallen with us, we're still in the money. So we're actually like the other tokens have fallen down to like $8 And so because the other tokens have fallen down, the price of Dark has followed them. And because of Hart's Law, you're still getting a good deal on dark, depending on what token you're buying it with in Vistro. And we'll go over that. I kind of want to go over some graphs too, because who doesn't love a good graph? Corey, I want to wrap 5555. How funny would that be? Talent-driven community. Where's my cake? That's what I was asking. Where's the cake? It feels like we all got shuffled into the conference room and it's someone's birthday and they didn't even bring cake. And so we're just sitting around and we're like, oh, like Larry, happy birthday. We don't like Larry. We don't talk to Larry. We don't invite Larry out for drinks after work. But here we are pretending to enjoy and celebrate a birthday for 10 or 15 minutes. And there's no cake. It feels like there's just no cake here. And I want to get into this rant, obviously, with you guys, because I am I love Richard Hart. I do. But Richard Hart built this really amazing community that we're a part of, and I'll always be grateful for that. But in this community that he built, he didn't leave room for anyone but one leader. He kind of like had to be the leader of Hex, and he was a great leader. He did a lot of good, set a good tone of what he wanted for the most part. He sucks at marketing, to be honest, like really sucks at marketing, but he's great at motivation and time management, resource management. He's good at a lot of things, and he's a very strong leading figure. And when he left, we were kind of like floundering a little bit, kind of waiting for him to come back. A few people took this opportunity to just start the dumbest, projects I've ever seen, and to start swaying people one way or the other and speaking out of turn, speaking for him. And dude, he just, Richard Hart didn't leave a second in command personally, and no one's really filled the shoes or filled the role of Richard as a leader. And not only are we hoping that Richard shows back up with his money to Pulse Chain, we're also, hoping that he shows back up with his leadership or starts to delegate leadership to people. But then again, there's just a lot of stupid dummies that we used to be able to trust in crypto, in Hex and Pulse Chain specifically. There's still a few people that are like super duper loyalists, RH maxis. They will not talk about anything but the core tokens, and I respect that. I get that. But then there are other people just went off the deep end and just started clowning and trying to suck whatever they could out of the community. And it's really unfortunate to see that, So yeah, next StreamYard, I will come on to explain RH's possibility for disappearing. I would love it. I'd love to hear that. I've heard quite a few different perspectives from a legal point of view and from a Satoshi point of view and other things like that. But Satoshi delegated his keys and a bunch of his, in writing, he basically said, hey, these are the dudes that I trust, and these are the dudes that I want to continue on the flame or whatever this is going on, the peer-to-peer mission of Bitcoin. And in Roger Ver's book, you can read exactly how Bitcoin got hijacked and how like all that got jacked. It just wasn't the same without Satoshi, So, but I'd love to talk more about that. Obviously, there's a noticeable hole missing for some leadership in the group. And I'm not stepping up. Fuck that. I am not stepping. I'm not taking the role of Richard Hart. I don't even know how to twerk. But no, seriously, there are some smart people, some good people. There's some people building and fixing serious problems in Pulse Chain right now. People trying to fix the PDI gangrene that is just messing up our whole whole community right now. And then we have people also trying to build block explorers, trying to build wallets and portfolio things like basically the stuff we have with Rabbit to Bank that got rugged from us. So there are all sorts of people building all sorts of cool things, but I mean, like, if you trusted Richard Hart, you trusted Richard Hart. There are some people in this community we still trust, but they definitely don't want to be like the main dude. And it would probably need some access to some wallets and some keys to be the main dude. But I don't. Maybe Richard's just. I don't know. It's a very interesting subject, and I mean, mine's all conjecture. Mine's all just like theory. I don't talk to Richard very often. Last time I talked to him, he told me my interview questions were garbage and asked me if I use AI to write them. So we're not tight. Me and Richard not tight that much anymore, or ever were. But this is all just me guessing. This is all just wonder, like musings and game theory, and I don't know. I mean, granted, like, I feel this real need in the community. Like, look at the charts. The charts are just death upon death upon death upon death. Just a flock of black swans kamikazing into the abyss. I'm going to take a seat here if you guys don't mind. See if I can get someone to bring me some water, maybe. That's good. That's good. All right, cool. So what's going on today? What is going on today? Where's our cake? Okay, let me share my screen with you guys, and we're going to get into some of the shenanigans that we have right now. The Screen of Infinity welcomes you. Boom. Oh, that's John Bellion making a guillotine. Here's our favorite site in the entire world, kids. It's agproject.io, and this is where you go to mint the dark matter tokens into fuel cell NFTs. So you're minting the tokens into NFTs right here under minting. It's reading my balance of 7 and saying, hey, you want to mint 7 of these, baby? So that's cool. It's got my address and stuff. And it's got the countdown. 4 days, 14 hours, 52 minutes. So April 11th through the 22nd, which is kind of crazy. It lines up that way. But the 11th through the 22nd, you're going to be able to mint the J4 fuel cells and get into the next set of lotteries. And right around that time, we're going to have our 9th of 99 lotteries. We got 99 lotteries and a glitch ain't one. And we got 20,000 dark given away that day. Now, granted, this used to be worth a lot of money in US dollars. Not so much in today's market, and we'll get to that. But, 4 days, 2 hours, 45 minutes, this is going to get paid out. So, geez Louise, that's late at night. That's going to be like it's like 8-ish where I'm at right now. That's going to be like 10:45 at night. That's not great. That's not great for anyone. I think most people are just going to wake up the next morning to check it. But as you can see, out of this wallet that we have right here that I must sign into, out of this wallet and all the NFTs we have, which still I can't get my NFTs to show up on OKX. I still got to go to crypto Pulse Market. But there's 2 of these that have won out of this one, and we've been selling them for like really, really cheap. See if you guys can catch one of these winners. But I think there's like 39, 41 of them in there right now. So that's what's up. The lottery, the treasury is going to pay out about 8% of this $250,000 dark into the fuel cells. Turning 1, 2, and 3 are all going to get paid out. when this clock rolls over. And the evil address, the collective has stopped its hacking of the scrape and roll button. And so time will tell when this button comes live again. But for now, it's shut down. And I think the collective is working at hacking a few other things going on. But this right here, mint for evil address, you can mint on behalf of the evil address right here, and that button is going to go live in 4 days and 14 hours. So same time that you guys can mint your own, you can jump in here and mint some of the evil addresses. And when you mint the evil addresses, it basically funds the treasury and the lottery. That's the main bonus to you guys. But anyways, this button will go active. And then, of course, Vaporize is a page you pretty much don't want to go to ever. But if you come here for right now, before we change things on the site, you can just click View Selected Fuel Cells. And it shows all these J3s that haven't been paid out because we're waiting for the end of the journey in 4 days, 14 hours. But those will all get paid in about 4 days. And then if you go down even lower, it's loading them right now, you'll see that Journey 2 has been paid out once with 0.04 dark, and Journey 1 has been paid out twice, equaling 0.07 dark. And you guys are like, well, that's not much dark. It's really not much dark. But check this out right here. This is a graph that shows the total payout according to just the evil address minting. This doesn't count all the other people that have gone up much higher than this. So like it thinks that there's only like 5,000 that's going to get paid out, but almost 13,000 has been paid out. So this is actually much higher than the graph shows. But the graph does show where the treasury is going to get the biggest and where it's going to be paying out the most, just according to this trend. We got to put another graph on top of it too. But either way, like I said, Journey 9 looks like it's going to be the apex of it bloating and paying out, and then it's going to deplete afterwards. So that's when you're going to get probably the most significant payment from the treasury is at the end of Journey 8, 9, and 10, 11. Like right around here, this is where that's going to be juicy payouts right there. That's when some of the Journey 1s might get closer to getting their original dark back, plus then starting to earn some interest on top of that, like some ROI. Anyways, interesting stuff. APY, I should say. So this is also pinned on our Telegram channel as well. Now, if you go to Twitter, like I said, make sure you go to communities and you join the collective. And like I said, we got 28 members here, voting members. You guys need to get in here and vote, and you can vote on all this stuff. Looks like we got Steve's at 10, Zephyr's at 17, Elizabeth's at 11. Whoa, have I seen this one? Oh, this is the vape one, the crazy vape one. Yeah, this one's up to 15. Check this out. Him and the astronaut are just vaping the hell out of their vapes. Vape Nation, y'all. Okay, so 15 on there. You've got 16 on Zephyr Trips. You've got Hex Glen with 16 votes. You've got Hex Glen with 19 votes. You got Hex Glen with 17 votes. You got Hex Glen with 17 votes. And you got Hex T Armstrong with a meme with 18 votes. Like that's not a bad NFT right there. It's just not high quality. It doesn't really have much to do with the book. Chris GK coming in with 15 votes. It looks like these are going to be so close that basically the team and these people are going to have to vote on which top 3 that we go with. But like I said, the top 10, they all get a dark. They all get 10,000 reward points, and then they also get the winner obviously gets 10 dark and 1,000,000 reward points. But the top 3, they might actually get something special too. So here's Zephyr Trips. Dude, this is freaking someone watching the explosion from their ship at the beginning of the book. 20 on that one, 16 on that one. Smo, this trippy one right here. That one's got 22 votes. I'm telling you guys got to get your friends in here to vote. 19 votes for Zephyr Trips on this, just bananas. You got the robot DJing and spinning. This is really cool from Chief One. Really interesting art they gave us last time. He's at 11, but he's got these psychedelic colors coming across this very interesting texture. Like you can almost feel the texture of this with your eyes. And then of course, let's see, this one's only 11 for the dragon one. Oh, this is the other dragon one that, okay, yeah, this one's at 20 right here. That makes more sense. 20 on this one. AG Dragon Eye. Boom comes a dragon. Yeah, just some cool stuff. 17 from Zephyr Trips on that one. 16 on Zephyr. Zephyr Trips is just killing it here. I don't know why I don't got a repost on that one. There we go. 11 from the winner last time, which was Sykes CJ69 Stone Crow Rock. And this is a really cool AI song right here with the good beat. Then, of course, Smo's back in it with some craziness at 18. 14 here for Rip City Cuts. Like this isn't the one with Corey. Okay, so this is Corey's cut, and it's only got that many. However, I believe that at the beginning, Rip City Pulse, also known as Rip City Cuts, is going to be taking a large lead with his new song and his new video, but this is a killer right at that third Steve Stash. We got the coins in here.
Yes. I'm talking AGP, anti-gravity project. I respect staying true to the tech. We got the evil address and the pink Miss Will. Got the dark matter token going up. I can tell. Hey, I can tell this is the start of something fresh. Shout out Hex Revision and Donna Hex. Yes. I confess, Hexicans don't stress, cause as a community we want nothing. So tell me, are you in, or tell me, are you out? Do you want to win, or do you chase the clout? What is this really about? The treasury and lottery. If you meant dark tokens, you can get a part of it. So how does it work? Let me explain. First you buy the dark token, now you're in the game. Then you mint the dark and get a fuel cell. That's an NFT, one that earns yield. As long as you have it, it feels like magic. But if you vaporize the NFT, that's tragic. So most think crypto is a game. Are you here for the fame or here to make a name? See, Hexicans reign, we create our own lane. I thought I told you, we the new financial game. AGProject.io with the flow. And if you know what I know, then you know what I know. That's how it goes.
Boom. It's just really, I can't believe it only has 14 votes. You guys got to get people in here voting. 13 on that one. And then this is actually Zephyr Trips animation with 11 votes on it. I think that one's pretty badass. It's a cool callback to the Michael Jordan rookie card on J1. And then like these ones right here. And I think Corey Investors got one too, where he's got some gold and some stuff flying around in one of the fuel cells. You know, Zephyr Trips putting down some evilness here. Another Zephyr Trips, 13 votes on this one. Dude, that's a creepy ass looking at. This one is this one or one like it that. So this is I think Zephyr Trips did this one on Corey and Investors, or maybe if we go down here, we'll see one too. It's Corey and Investors. This one's Zephyr Trips again with 19, and yeah, Smo Spider, Ping as well. Loving it. Someone was complaining today that like the pink Miss Well isn't actually pink, and I'm like, well, as long as we're living rent free in people's minds. Here's Corey Investor with the song. That one's only got 15. Dude, that's criminal. 15 votes. Come on, guys. Seriously, get in here. Show Corey some love and vote that baby up. Out of the 28 people in here, 15 votes. Come on. And then the poem by Crypto Cat, which I absolutely loved. That one's got 5 votes. 10 votes. I wonder if people just don't scroll down this far. This one's nice. 17 votes on this one right here. Nice, nice tight pants on Chevin. Some craziness here. 9-second clip by Smo Spider. Very interesting. Very interesting. 18 votes. So yeah, the fact that you guys aren't in here voting or sharing this link all over the damn place is crazy. Get in here and nothing else. You know, share the link. Share that link, right? Stuff about Facet Duel. Here we go. Let's go back here to Community post. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Coin Market League. If you guys come to Coin Market League, you got to come here every day. I saw Diehard Hexagon voting. I saw a couple other people voting today on Dark. It means the world to us to get our word out there. Very, very cool. And that is Just Mike Memes is so funny. If you guys aren't following Just Mike Memes, just follow him. If you have a sense of humor, that's funny. That's funny, bro. That's funny. Action figure. Funny stuff. Funny stuff. Let's see. Let's vote for Carpe Diem, the first pension on blockchain. Big fans of Sylvan and stuff they build over there. One of the best kept secrets in PulseEgg. Hardly anyone knows about Carpe Diem, but is built to very, very high standards. Very, very high standards. Dark Matter. We'll give those guys a vote. I've heard of them. They're pretty cool. Let's share that. It's this easy, guys. Like every morning, you just come here and click, clack, cluck, click, clack, cluck. Share that one. Boom, post. There we go. Oh, look. What is a window into blockchain? SB. That is interesting. Beautiful. Shout out to Sandy Beach there. Not in the house right now, but she's definitely a friend of ours. OX Bistro, like I said, I thought that these tokens would be out of the money, but they're actually in the money because all these tokens are falling faster than Dark. So you're actually getting a good deal on Dark. There's 33 of them left at this price in that group. So knock yourselves out on that one. Let's check this crazy market out. Pulse Chain got a day of red that it's just slamming back down. Hex, rhyming, PulseX, rhyming, ink, rhyming. I mean, we're down to $1 ink. Solid X, not rhyming, but not as hard. Like this one has got some support. This one's got a little bit of support holding this baby up. We still got somewhat higher lows here. So that one, Solid X, not looking too shabby. Dark Matter rhymes. You know, we fell, our cheese fell off the cracker and in the $10 and $11 range. Now we are down to $7.63. Guys, I can't even tell you what I think when I see these prices. I just know that until we find a floor, it's hard to defend a price when you don't know when the floor for the entire network is. So we're watching that, and I mean, shoot, whoever's picking this up, I salute you. You're killing it. And I think you're going to be very happy in the future. Blink, this is kind of an interesting snakehead. It did take a little drop on Actuator, but not as bad as the others. Looks like this one's got some good support. And then of Coast, dude, Coast is 97 cents. You can go get this for 97 cents. You can go to the 0x Coast website, and you can burn these. You can burn those tokens for fiat at $1. So there's a 3% ARB on there for anyone that's looking to pay some bills and move some money off of Pulse Chain right now. Coast is a good ARB opportunity because you always redeem it for $1 on their website. So you can buy it for 98 cents and get a 2%. Like that would basically cover all your fees right there if you were to do that. So interesting Magic Carpet Ride. Check out 0x Steakhouse if you guys want to pull your hex, and if you want to put your hex to work, if you want to make it your little earner, then you go to Actuator. And we put a stake up here on, let's see, 12 days ago, and it was about $70 when we did it. It's earned 20 hex and 20 HTT 7000s that we could extract if we wanted to. And we went to the pool. We provided liquidity between 7,000 and hex. So we're part of this liquidity here, the 63,198 right here. And if you go to earn, and then you go to earn Actuator Farms, see, it's worth $50 now. we're still getting 114% APR, 114% APR on liquid T shares. Liquid T shares, 140% APR. I should not be telling you guys this. I shouldn't be sharing this with you guys, but I am. I love you. You're my homies. You're my fam. I do anything for you guys. So check this out. We got this one right here, fatty.io. It's starting to pull in some of the stuff. This is the mystery boxes address pulled up right here. And it is showing, oh, no. They're adding more and more things to fatty.io every day. It's not showing the dark. Excuse me. It's not showing the dark matter on here, which is kind of a big deal. It's kind of most of the money inside here is in dark, but it is showing that these other ones here. It is trying to pull up any PulseX pools, Spark Swap farming, V2 farming. So as this thing grows and gets better, we should be able to use this the same way that we used to use DBank. And of course, here's the dark supply, the dark matter circulating supply. There's less than 1 million tokens. Half of them are still in the evil address waiting to be minted. Over a quarter of them are trapped inside the lottery and the fuel cells. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. You don't got enough dark. You do not have enough fuel cells. Then the next thing you have is 10%, almost 11% in the mystery box, which has done nothing but provide liquidity and do giveaways. A beautiful, loving box. Then under that, we have a mystery whale at 4% that has not sold any dark that I can tell. And you've got the lottery or jackpot box with 3.4%. Then you got the pink mist well with 1.69%. So just in this top chunk of addresses right here, 3 of which are smart contracts, for crying out loud, you have most of the supply wrapped up like a mummy right there. Boom. Pink mist well sitting on 75% of the total supply. I stand corrected. 75.7% of the supply is sitting here. If this guy right here with 11% sent his to the pink mist well, we would have something phenomenal going on because we only have 9 more percent locked in liquidity with Pulse. So you look at that. This guy's sitting on 14 milli. This one's sitting on 10 milli, 3 milli, 1 milli, 1 milli, 1 milli, 1 milli, 1 milli, and then no one else has a million to send to the pink mist well without buying it off the charts. Which, by the way, where the hell did the pink mist well chart go? That one is the best. That one kicks ass. Where the hell is the pink mist well chart? Oh man, I gotta punch somebody here. New list? No, I don't want a new list. Let's see. Pink mist well. The pink mist well chart is pretty damn interesting. There is a prove mom wrong one here with a woman's face. Oh, they took the woman's face off. Very funny woman's face there. We'll scroll down until we see pink mist well. Where you at? Where you at? Where you at? Is it not on here anymore? What the hey, Dex Screener, get your shit together, bro. Like, I feel bad that we spent the money to get all of our dark stuff listed on Dex Screener when you seriously, come on, homies. Here, I'll just copy the contract address. And maybe they just deleted it. I don't even know, man. Paste that one. It is saying that it is not available. It's saying that Pink Mist Well is not available. All right, I didn't want to have to do this. I'm going to go to Gecko Terminal. I'm telling you, if Gecko Terminal shows Pink Mist Well and Dex Screener doesn't, we kind of know what's up. So Dark and Pink Mist Well has some liquidity, $1.42 of liquidity to be exact. Pink Mist Well and Dragon have $54 of liquidity. Very interesting. Dark Pink Mist Well. Here's Pink Mist Well and Pulse, the one with $18,000 of liquidity. And there's no volume in the last 24 hours. That's probably why it disappeared from Dex Screener. But I should still be able to find it with the contract address. Dex Screener, get your shit together. Yeah, we had our all-time highs basically here with Pink Mist Well. This is what happens when you send a token to someone who doesn't dump it. I mean, granted, he did dump in mint, but you can't really blame him because the guy is kind of crazy about fuel cells. However, ever since then, a little dumpy dump in the market, little P-dye poison action, we pop back up. Interesting. Very, very, very interesting. It would be really interesting if someone created a game, I don't know, Pink Miss Well game that was like gambling and a little bit of fun, and it actually bought dark off the market and could possibly buy another token off the market as part of its mechanisms. I'm just saying that would be interesting. I don't know what would happen to a chart like this. I don't know what would happen to a chart. You suck, Dex Screener. You suck. Such a big. Okay. Yeah. If it were to buy on this chart right here, like, look at this. This is looking horrible. This looks like people are dumping dark. Let me show you these giant cells of dark that are dumping price. A one dark cell, one dark cell, two darks, three darks, two darks, two darks, four darks. Ooh, four darks. Someone sold four darks at $7.75. Five darks. That is a whale. A whale is dumping dark right now at $5 a clip. They've sold $577 and bought zero. These are all, like, by the way, if you guys are on Dex Screener, you gotta know that these right here, first of all, are kind of dog shit. They're front ran orders, they're bots, they're all sorts of shit on here. Sometimes you can find an actual buyer, actual seller. This dude's address does not end in 6 5s. Okay, this is a damn bot. This is someone spoofing and just scalping the market with a bot. But that being said, like, there's not a lot of humans with much dark that are not hanging on to it for this next minting window on April 11th, as far as I know. I could be wrong. I could be dead wrong. Who knows? But it's crazy. It's crazy. Pink Miss Well wrapped up like a mummy. Pulse Chain is wrapped up to the tune of about 14% more, or 10% more. Just interesting thing you might want to know. Here we are at Pulse Market app. Look at that beautiful freaking banner. Look at that beautiful banner. And we're going to do this on price. It looks like we got a whole bunch of J3s on scrapes still sitting on the lot. These cars ain't moving. These are about 1911, and then we have some Michael Jordan rookie cards going for 2511 E-die, and they're just sitting there just waiting, just like everyone, waiting to see what the hell happens. Of course, Whisper, if you guys have not come here, oh my gosh. If you guys want to have some fun on blockchain, on testnet, and maybe figure out some of these games that might be going live on Pulse, check this one out. I'm going to put this in our, let me copy this. I'm going to put this in our chat here. Boom. Yeah, this is where you can go to play those games. Very good. Yeah, this is so bananas. So bananas. Let me catch up on some of these right here. Crispy's in the house. Hey, Crispy, Glenn's in the house. I'm here for the cake. Dude, we're all here for the cake. There's no fucking cake. Smo, what are you up to? Joining the show? Yeah, are you up to joining the show, Smo? See, Hexy Armstrong is such a gentleman. He is letting other people have a chance to speak, a chance to jump on stream before he jumps back in. I appreciate that. What a gentleman. I appreciate that. Hex T Armstrong, been up since 4 a.m. and I'm pooped, or I might have. Thank you. I gotta come on sometime. Definitely anytime. Communities, thank you for that. That's the link. I'm in the car waiting for the wife. Hex T next stream. Story of my life. Vote on Pulse Chain. Yes, vote on Pulse Chain. Vote on Pulse Chain. The coin market leak for sure. Giving some love. Love it. Ink is trading sideways. Time for the Firewhale to make a titanic splash in the ink pools. That'd be interesting. I'm pretty sure he put most of his ink already in the ink printer. 100% alpha. Yeah, Corey, I'm trying to be settled here. Why is the whale not pink, lols? Okay, because it's the pink mist whale. So the whale is a sniper, and he creates pink mists but he's not a pink whale. But we can get into that more on when we get some Marines or psychos on stream with me to talk about why. But basically, it's a sniper reference. So the pink mist, maybe there's pink mist coming out of his blowhole, but basically he's sniping with a gun, creating pink mist. And I'll let you guys put that together. Thank you, Rich. That is the correct address for the pink mist well. I can see pink well on my decks, on your deck screener, because it disappeared from mine. Woo, pink mist well, no show. I'm telling you guys, like Pink Miss Well, he's taking care of himself right now, and I can't blame him. I don't think he's even checked the last lotteries, which I'm sure he's cleaned up on, but he's been very helpful and responsible when we reach out. We try to give him some time, space. Like a lot of people, he's just taking some time away from the market. Like it's rough. It's hard out here for a while. I have my tab saved. There you go. Yep. Someone. Dumping coffee in their mouth, I'm guessing. Probably a shortcut, circuit breaker lulls. Oh, I forgot I had cake tonight. Cupcake. Crispy, you got to bring enough for the rest of us. The banner is kick-ass. The banner is kick-ass, by the way. And here, whisper.roll.vercel.app/ oh my gosh. Sounds good, Crispy Man. Oh my, I thought it was a pink well. Now my art is wrong. No. Your art is cool. I just know that I love that people are picturing a pink whale the same way if you tell someone don't picture a pink elephant, it like takes over their brain. I love the fact that people are got pink whales in their brain, because that means that we are living there rent free. We're making a difference. We're getting the engagement and attention, which is so scarce right now. I'm going to go back and play a couple of games here for you guys. Again, here's OKX, which is what we're using now since Rabbi took a pooper. Impersonator.xyz. If you come here, you can put in any address. You can actually go see if they won some lotteries right there. So if you're wondering what certain addresses are seeing when they log into certain websites, you can use impersonator.xyz, and that's how we found out how much the evil address had to scrape last time, and if it was done being scraped. Die token PDI is still just sitting there extracting energy out of the market, as far as I could tell. This is the address for. Is this for Pink Miss Well? Yeah, this is Pink Miss Well's liquidity, which is like 20K, which is insane. Let's see what liquidity we're sitting on with Dark, shall we? Let's go to Dark. Go to our website. Copy the contract address right off the top, because we have the world's best devs working on this stuff. Thank you. We appreciate so much the things that they've been adding and changing to this website. It is phenomenal. We love it. We appreciate them very, very, very much. So we're going to copy it there. We're going to go to this one right here, the block hive. It's liquidity-pools.vercel.app. I will also copy this and put it into the comments for you guys. If you want to check this place out, you can paste any address here from Pulse Chain. And we pasted we still need to paste. That's not going to paste it now. I got to go back here and copy it because I just copied the link. Okay, so I'm going to copy and paste the Dark address right here. Hit scan, and it will show you V1, V2, V3 pools. Very, very cool. Very, very cool. 15 pools. We're at 13,000, 1,400 of which is on V3. So it's either a more concentrated range of liquidity or it's single-sided. So really, we're looking at about 12 grand. 12 grand of liquidity sitting here. And you guys are still getting a kick-ass deal at OX Bistro. But you're probably going to be pushing the price against you on Pateas, I'm guessing. Coast, we went over that. Best place in the world to put your money on and off chain. Of course, that's my studio right there. I was sharing some stuff with you guys Very, very cool. And checking out your beautiful comments. Thank you so much for everyone who's ever liked or commented on any of my videos. Not killing it in YouTube, not doing great with the algorithms over there. I don't think my audience even gets notified when I go live half the time. Some of you guys do, and I love you and I appreciate it. But YouTube is like, for anyone that is liked, shared, or commented on my videos, I thank you from the bottom of my heart. It's very, very kind, generous of you guys. And then here's a Pulse Market one that I believe we sold, baby, sold. So what could happen to these charts with such low liquidity when someone starts playing a game that market buys some of these tokens? Like, what do you guys think might happen? It's going to be interesting. We may or may not have a testnet version of the Pink Miss Well game up and ready for you guys in the next 10 days. We can have 2 weeks. I'm going to give you guys that kind of a time frame. Hopefully, sooner, but 1.5 to 2 weeks, we very well may have a game for you guys to play. Not as addictive and crazy as this shit by Whisper. However, we are working with the Whisper devs to use their random number generator on the blockchain, so you guys know that no one's pulling shenanigans over your face, right? So here we go. Let me go in here. I need someone to check the green room. Nobody's in the green room. I wish if someone's got to get in here and gamble with me. I'm going to start over here. I'm going to go straight to the heroin, the black tar heroin on this site, which is the crash game. Jesus help us. We are going in. We're starting with a 15-cent bet. And I'm going to place the... And then I got to scroll down over here. Do these scrollers work? These scrollers don't work. So I've actually got to like zoom out like this. Boom. So I zoomed out and now it's not going to fill the screen. That's okay. So we're starting with 15. And I say we go for 10Xs only. If we don't get a 10X, we double our bet. And go DGen, go. And we got 1X. This is garbage. I got to zoom in. Okay, didn't make it. We're gonna double. We doubled it. We're at 30 cents. 150. Awesome. Wait, are these ones you can actually? I double my bet. Well, 50 cents. Can you actually choose one? Here, was this in the last 2 times? I don't know. I got played. Getting crashed.
Initiating launch.
Doubling it. We're $1.17, folks. We're $1.17. We got 80. I gotta turn down the ears. Okay. Apologize if it's blowing out your ears. All right, now the crash. Double down. $2. We're $2 of pulse. Up here got 24X. Interesting. Crash. That's okay. Double down. We are at almost $5 pulse. Oh yeah, so we got just this crappy string of red. Look at that, another string of red. Double down, we're at $10 a pulse, kids. This is getting. It says we. I'm calling the bullshit because we weren't here to watch it. $9. I felt like this was going to crash pretty soon. Yep. Double down. We're at $18. We have $18 of no good money just climbing. We want a 10X. Come on, baby. Give us a nice 10X. 2X? No, thank you. Not good enough. We're $37 of pulse. We started at 15 cents. Folks, come on, give us a nice 10X. Oh my gosh. Doubling down, we're at 70, almost $75 of pulse. We have not won one of these. Give us our 10X. Give us 10X. Come on. It's gonna crash through. I feel like it's gonna crash through. Oh, wait, I didn't get that bet in there.
Initiating
Oh, we got our 10X and we weren't in it. Oh, booger balls. Oh my goodness. Missed that one. Oh, let's see if we can get lucky with another 10. No. So now we're up to $150 because why not? Why not bet $150 on it? wearing space ship. Oh no, we're gonna get a nice
Initiating
a
launch
nice
sequence.
thing of red here. A nice string of red again. Oh, this was our 10x right there. I missed it. But we'll see if we get lucky again. Wait, oh no, I'm not in this one. Okay, so everyone that I'm not in does 10x plus, and every time I go in there, it doesn't. Crap. Dude, that's ours. That was ours right there.
Initiating
Got to
launch
double down and
sequence.
bet again. So now we're at $600. We need do that bronze. We got 11 extra.
Initiating
All right, we're going to double
launch
down again. We're at
sequence.
$400. I think I'm just out of money. All my money. It was our 10x, baby. Oh man.
Initiating launch
I have
sequence.
no pulse left over here, but I have pulse over here, so maybe I have another pile of pulse over here. I say we just go all the way. Yeah, here, watch. We're just gonna go all the way up over here.
Launch
No, we are
sequence.
completely out of money. We're completely out of money. We have lost. Oh my gosh, we pawned the wife's wedding ring. We lost the car. We lost the house. We lost everything in that gambling. Damn it. Damn it, kids. Damn it. Okay, so sound effects loud. Yeah, they're way, way too loud. I apologize. Why is the liquidity so low in dark? Lack of providers? Yes. And we have basically gone out and asked everyone, please do not provide liquidity to dark. Do not provide liquidity until we find a bottom to this crazy market. The only one that we actually like the liquidity bonded to, Rich, is the one that is untouchable, which is the holy Pink Miss Well chart, and that's just because Pink Miss Well doesn't need to cash out and is able to hang on to this economic energy. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful thing. This is the only one I would want any liquidity to. Yeah, like I said, we ask people, please don't provide liquidity because this market is bananas. Yeah, the sound effects are too loud. I apologize for that. LOL. 4x. Casey's saying just go for a 4x. He's more rational than I am. They're going out for stakes on Pulse Ray Vision tonight. Yeah, totally. Those dumpers dumping all 5 dark. They're killing it. Casey, good to see you in here, man. All right, you think we should go for a 4x? Oh, let's do it again. Lower your speakers because this is so damn loud. But we're going to go back into Whisper. We're going to go back into Crash. And Casey's saying 4x is the way to go. Here we go. We're going to start at 15 cents. We're going to place our bet. And then we have to zoom out to hit start game. Little front end work going on here. That's okay. We got 5.7. So we're going to
Initiating
double that.
launch sequence.
It's too bad you can't actually like place your. Yeah, I always. This was. I felt that 1.5x
Initiating
going. I
launch
felt that.
sequence.
I felt that coming. That 1.5. I bet you we get another. We get our 4. We're out. We're going to go all the way back down to 15 cents. 3x. Oh, we were close. We were close.
Launch
Let's see if we can
sequence.
get it at $1. See if we can get our 4x. I got a good feeling about this.
Initiating launch sequence.
Oh my gosh. 3x, we have not even 4x. This is nice. Seriously? Seriously.
Initiating launch
We're back up to
sequence.
$4. This is crazy. Here we go. BJ, stop. I feel like there's another 2. Now 1.6. See, that's such
Initiating
garbage.
launch
Okay,
sequence.
$9. We're up to $9, folks. We are here. We have taken the kids' school lunch break, and we are
Initiating
losing the
launch
kids'
sequence.
school lunch money right now. This is bad, guys. This isn't like Jackson bad. This is Joe Jackson bad, and that is a joke that I stole from Kanye West. Up 1.7.
Initiating launch
This is garbage.
sequence.
Garbage. We got to hit something good. We got it. All right, come on, baby. Oh, goodness.
Initiating
Okay,
launch sequence.
74 bucks. I'm going for the. I've been waiting for the 4X. We've lost so much money. We've got to go for the 10X.
Initiating launch
Louise, 150 bucks. Let's go for the 10X. I'm going for the 10X. You did in me. Revenge trading now. Revenge trading. Let's do this. Let's do this. Give me to a 10. Oh, you dirty whore.
Initiating launch
Okay,
sequence.
300 bucks. 300 bucks. Let's go. It's gonna crash out like 1.5. I knew it. I knew it. I called that one. Okay,
Initiating
cool.
launch
600 bucks.
sequence.
600 bucks waiting for a 10X. Oh, folks, we gotta gamble. We need to go to Gamblers Anonymous. I missed it. Okay, well, thank goodness I
Initiating
missed it.
launch sequence.
Okay, because that was a bad one anyway. So let's go for the 10X. 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 Now it's gonna crash. Well, there was our 4X,
Initiating
Casey.
launch
Casey,
sequence.
gosh dang it. Now we're betting everything. We're betting everything. Really like on this one. All right. I don't even know how much we've lost at this point. I think we've lost over $1,000. I could be. Oh my! And we're broke.
Initiating
We
launch
are
sequence.
broke. We are broke. Oh, folks, gambling is such a bad habit. And I think most people in crypto are pretty addicted to it. If you want to throw your pulse away, I can send you my wallet address. Totally. Steak. Pillow, tortoise, hot chocolate. Loving it. Make that filet mignon. Yum. Steaks. Yeah, if I hit that big, this is not real money, just so you guys know. This is testnet. However, we're hoping to have another testnet up soon on our game, and we will let you guys know as soon as we have positive reinforcement with that. We got our resident chain maker in the house here. Welcome Hex T Armstrong to Pulse Ray Vision show, where we watch charts go down lower than a limbo star. How
Down and to the right.
It's almost time to break out the sleepy tea and start playing music videos, man. It's
Okay. How you doing tonight? No one ever asked how you're doing.
Yeah, everyone asks where is Max. Never ask how is Max. No,
How was Matt?
I'm doing really good. It was a good day. I'm just, like I said, I was worried about the price dropping and it, not being a good deal on Bistro. And then I realized that because I paired it with all those other coins to take payments in, it's actually a better deal than it was. Like,
Okay.
there's a bigger arb opportunity because the other tokens are dropping faster than Dark.
Okay, got it. Okay. Well, there you go. We learned something. So you got to find the silver lining in anything. Hey, why don't you check the Telegram General at the bottom? You might see something interesting in there.
Okay.
Maybe this will actually meet your. These images might more in line with your vision for the Pink Mist well.
Let's see here.
Need some animation out there, boys and girls. Tell me what you think.
Okay, down at the bottom of the general. Here we go.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I like that. That is a tank on a whale, and there's some pink mist. That one is pretty badass. And this one right here, I like how he has like chunks of camo on him, like because this is the camo for the forest, and so his camo is actually
that's Bing's
already camouflaged for.
Well, that was Bing's interpretation of a howitzer.
Badass, and I can only assume that these are black swans following the pink as well. I mean, they look like seagulls here, but they definitely look like black swan events going on right here. Which, oh shoot, by the way, I didn't show you guys my super duper technical chart with the bear. Yeah, well, actually, I did. I think
The
actually
Nostradamus chart.
the Astrodamus one right here.
Astrodamus.
Not looking very good, folks. I mean, it's like it's
That's all a matter of
we
perspective.
have a bear coming up, and we've already gotten the black swan event for the bear. Like we've already bared the bear. So I don't know if two negatives make a positive and it bounces. I don't know. All I know is that this community is bar none the best damn community in crypto.
Amen.
People are talking shit about this sideways. I mean, we're going down too, but for the most part, we're ranging sideways for quite a while. And people are like, "Oh, your chart's not doing anything." I was like, "Look, sideways is winning right now."
Whose token is doing anything?
I don't want to call names, but they were like, "Oh, it's going sideways," and I was like, "Do you know how good sideways is right now, bruh?"
Sideways is the plan. Is the play right now?
Look, this is us against Pulse. I know it's not fair to pick on Pulse, but it is the L1, and this is what we look like against the L1. That's pretty damn strong, if you ask me.
Hey, look at that chart and then look around my neck. What do you see?
Let me look. Oh yeah, let me go like this. Nope, not like that. Nope, not like that. Nope, not like that. Nope, not like this. There we go. Ooh, red and green candled chain. Is there another? They looks like there's another color in there.
Yeah, it's PulseX.
So this is the PulseX chain.
Yep. Now,
Wow.
I got to tell you, math is hard. This is a Genspin weave, 3-in-1.
Yep.
You need aspect ratio, which is just a mathematical relation between the inner diameter of a ring. Inner diameter, where's my camera? Of a ring, I just dropped it, versus the actual width of a ring.
Mm-hmm.
So it's called aspect ratio. Okay. So I order from my supplier.
He's saying that when we showed you, he saw a beard first and foremost, just so you know.
Yeah, I get that all. That.
Pretty cool pink mist.
So
people loving it.
I ordered a bunch of rings that told me they were an aspect ratio of 2.9, which is the beauty of these interlocking rings of the Genspin. How they flow and how it looks like it's infinity, but the rings will never slip over each other. They're locked in place. So I get a bunch of this, and it's not, even though it says 2.8, they did it, they misled me. So I had to correct my supplier, and they're going to fix their website. So now I got all these rings at 3.1. Can't do really what I want with them, because I was going to make some more Genspin. Now this is a little tiny one. I know you can't really see the colors, but when you get this one's going to be for one of your daughters.
And like almost like a neon green and a green.
Oh, there's 6 colors in here.
Oh wow.
But I know I don't got the right lighting, and I don't got a very good camera. So what do I do now with 2,000 rings that won't work for the 2 weaves? Let me see if this works better. So I came up with this.
Yeah, I see the gold in that one now.
It's gold and green and black and what they call platinum, but it's a different chain. Now it's a little square, so it's not going to roll like your Byzantine. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to put rings around here. I got a little example. I've got them coming on the way. And I know this is not going to come on string, but in order to get it to roll, I'm going to be putting another larger ring in between each linkage. so that it'll roll this way around your neck and this way.
Okay. That's a lot of thought going into that.
Yeah. I mean, this would work just by itself. This is the actual, what they call a Japanese. This is a Japanese linkage, but it's too boxy. It's not round like your Byzantine around your neck. It's a little bit squarish. So I think by putting those rings around here that are just slightly bigger than the center links, I think it's going to roll a lot better.
Mm-hmm. It's so cool. People think like they get up close to me and they all grab this chain if I'm wearing it out and about to, really fancy places like volleyball games.
Yeah,
and
pickleball.
They take a look at it and they're like, "Whoa, wait, what is that?" And I'm like, "This is a chain. This is a handmade chain."
My camera's trying to focus on too many things.
Yeah, it knows that your face is the money shot. It knows that your face is so handsome, it's the money maker, and so it's like I'm focused. It's the camera knows what to focus on.
Flattery will get you everywhere.
Beautiful. It's so interesting, and it looks so different depending on what shirt you're wearing or what color your beard is.
Yeah.
Like it changes the way that the light hits it and the colors that pop to really depend on background. Hello.
Anyway,
Now that one's an interesting color scheme right there. It's almost like a red, pink, and purple.
well, it's got what they call a desert rose. So it's in between pink and red. It's not really a pulse chain color, but it came in the kit. I ordered to make the dark matter, and it didn't really go with the dark matter that I sent off to you. But they go together. These three. There's actually 4 colors. So there's a solid row of this frost. Then there's an alternate row of pink and purple, and then there's a solid row of what they call the desert rose.
Okay. Yeah, it's weird how the desert rose looks really orange next.
That's just because we're streaming.
Oh, okay.
And my lighting. It's actually almost like a neon pink.
Okay.
In actuality.
Cool. What does your wife do while you're making chains besides enjoy peace and quiet? I'm guessing like my.
There you go.
Like
there
when
you
I'm
go.
streaming, she's like, "Oh, I can watch Temptation Island without listening to him, talk."
I'm trying to get her to watch the first episode of Greed and Gold.
Whoa.
Yeah. I'll get her hooked on that. See, I made the mistake about 8-9 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
When I was working at Boeing, I met a bunch of cool people that came from ex-military, so we hit it off right away. Because about 30% of Boeing employees, direct Boeing employees, usually come out of the armed forces, and which is cool. And Christopher, he was a brown shoe for the Air Force. He was a load master for C-130. He said, just watch the second season, binge the second season of The Walking Dead. Like, The Walking Dead, what's that all about? So I made the mistake of asking my wife to watch it with me, and I think she's watched every offshoot. I think she's watched every season at least 3 times.
Oh my gosh! So it just caught fire. She gone.
Yep. Yeah. So that's my secret powers. I find these obscure, interesting shows that she knows nothing about, and then I get her insanely addicted to them.
Mm-hmm.
And then that frees up my time.
Yeah. Well, like I said, Golden Greed, it's like a 3-part documentary. Like it's enough to binge, but not like a whole season or anything like that. But it is. I keep checking with my friends. I'm like, did you watch it yet? Did you watch it yet? They're like, oh no, we're going to. I was like, quit doing anything and just go watch the show. Like, I don't care if it's work, if your dogs need to be fed, just leave all your responsibilities at the door and go watch Greed and Gold on Netflix. Just so you can get a taste of what me and the Darksican collective are up to in our off time. So yeah, I'm just as surprised by where this floor is going to be as you guys are. I have no clue where Pulse Chain can go, if it's going to be forward. Like I said, I learned a lot from Coexistence Steven. Thanks again, shout out for him for coming on stream and having a really amazing interview and conversation.
And that was another great stream you had, and I watched the whole hour. And like I said, I know it was a little rough on him, that one episode where he came up, I think I figured out how Down and Atropa and Treasury Bill, how all of these are going to cycle through. And maybe that's something, if there's a business case, a use case for it, that's great. And I'm glad at least he's receptive to saying, whether or not there's a bug or whether or not it's meant to be, let's stop the extraction off chain. I think everyone's agree with that. It's the extraction off chain that is hurting us.
Yeah, I think everyone, well, I shouldn't say everyone. I think everyone with integrity is anti-gangrene.
Yes.
There's a couple of people out there trying to sell gangrene kits and do gangrene sacrifices, and they can jump in a volcano and sacrifice themselves.
Yeah, yes.
You sacrifice you, bro.
Yes.
And I mean, like I said, I don't feel bad because we raised $43 and 2 gum wrappers in our sacrifice. And it was all spent on the devs and the audit. Like we raised so little in our mining phase, which is like a sacrifice phase. But I think like $43 of it came from my grandma, if I'm being honest. And no, I joke, but like Randy Hilarski, obviously, Pink Miss Well. Pink Miss, this is something really interesting. Like a year ago, it was maybe 2 years ago when we started doing the Wish Well. Do you remember the Wish Well? Were you here for that?
No, I came in right at December. I bought my first e-hex on Mex Exchange 2 days before they delisted us.
Okay. That gives some more context.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have this wish well, this galactic wish well. You throw money in the wish well, you're never going to see it again, and you just make a wish.
Sure.
And that got us going through a lot of our smart contracts and a lot of the audits. But then, of course, we had we built the first part of our website. But then we had to build the function of the website, which was the tools part. And so that's when we opened the mining phase and raised money through mining. And the miners, they got a really good deal, a good chunk of the dark. And the people that threw money in the wish well, even though we didn't promise them any, we obviously put those reward points. So those reward points started out as reward points, but we are also using them as mining points, if you will.
Yeah.
So we knew that we were going to issue tokens to these homies. We just weren't going to tell them yet because you want to under promise, over deliver, right?
Absolutely. Yes.
So that's what we did in the beginning.
And expect no profit from the work of others.
Right. Let's just hope these guys are serious, because if you look at all of the all the tokens that have launched versus all the tokens where people are still doing streams and still in Telegram and still working on them, it's like 98% have pretty much just died off in the bear market, and 2% are still here kicking and screaming and having Fight Club in the basement of a bar somewhere.
Yes.
What we're doing here. Or
in your mom's basement. Either way, a basement somewhere, an undisclosed basement somewhere in the world.
Yeah, we get Hot Pockets here. We get Hot Pockets and meatloaf. You don't get that in any bar. Okay, you got to go to a good bar for that. Hold on, I got a text from old Hexiest Man in the world.
Get his butt on stream.
Streaming. Hey, but we're still streaming. The link is in Telegram, and it's also on X, and it's also in the comments. All right. So
is he going to have something around his neck? I hope. Did you mail him off his chain, or you're still dangling that over?
I think that if he shows up, we can do some chart magic. I think if he shows up, we can take the graph that I did share, which shows the payouts from the evil address only.
Yes.
and it shows how it like just ramps way up and then kind of peaks around Journey 9 and then back down. But
So
we've
you
actually
hear that, audience? He just dodged my question,
What was the question?
or I wasn't clear. Have you sent anything, a care package?
Oh hell no!
They don't.
No! I have not shared. I have not shared one chain with Dawn. I don't. Dawn got one of my Dawn got one of my hoodies. One of the only 2 hoodies in the world that have dark matter patch on them.
Yes,
so these are
it's
mine.
gorgeous.
These are mine right here. These are mine. I'm like that neighbor where you accidentally kick the ball in their yard and they're like, this is the one for me now. This is mine. Get your own.
Come
Okay?
on, those are supposed to be a gift to the community. What are you doing hoarding them?
I actually haven't been able to hang out with. Interesting fact, I will probably be hanging out with Triplet Dad very, very soon in person.
Yes.
He is in my neck of the woods and he's about to go drive, just burn some gas up.
Sure.
And so I'm gonna go say hi to him. So you might see one of these around.
Has he seen them? Has he seen them on you in streams or whatnot? Or is it? Because I know he watched me on. Yeah,
right after
I know.
Vegas, when I was hanging out with everyone.
No, but I know he thought. I thought he said he was pretty cool with. Probably just a week before Vegas, I got over the flu, and I think we were on with Trip Dad.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and that was time well spent. I love Marcus. Marcus is that big brother that I've always wanted but never had.
He's the mentor we wish Richard Hart was. he's like our dad. He's like our stepdad now.
Yeah. Now, to be honest though, Richard Hart's got a little, got to be watching his ass a little bit. So I think it kills him more not to be engaging with us more than he can than being silent.
Yeah. And like I said, my point is this community is missing leadership.
Okay. All right.
And it's
now we're talking
really
about the greater
leadership.
pulse chain. We're talking about the greater pulse chain community. Yeah.
Pulse chain and hexagons. Richard Hart made himself the undisputed leader of the Hexagon army, right?
Mm-hmm.
He was the leader. There was no second, there was no third in command. It was just him and his loyal subjects and those that, fell away from the true gospel, if you will.
Sure.
The heretics like myself who if you made a coin that was not on top of it or whatever, then but really we just love Pulse Chain. We love the idea of the freedom that Pulse Chain represents. And we have a lot of hope and love and belief in this community to make some cool stuff on it. That being said, we still definitely are looking for some leadership. Yeah. I'm going to actually send invite directly to his Telegram DMs so that because sometimes he's like, I can't find it. And I'm like, I wrote it on your hand in pen. And he's like, okay, I found it. So yeah, I'm going to send that directly to him. If you guys saw our chat history, you'd be like, what the hell are they talking about? So yeah, I sent that to him directly, but if he shows up, we might play around with the charts a little bit. But that being said, the devs that have been fixing and improving our website are working on the game at a breakneck pace. They're like, oh, we're so sorry we're behind. And I'm like, no, you guys are ahead of schedule when it comes to devs and what devs have promised us in the past. So looking forward to that and looking forward to bringing that to testnet, let you guys play it before it goes live.
But I'm a little concerned though, not in a good way.
Mm-hmm.
So my DGen, gambling inner self, that 13-year-old redheaded stepchild that lives inside me. It's like, okay, we got 10% circulation of the Pink Mistwell token, launching a complete addictive DGen game, relying on that token. This is not going to be penny slots. This is going to be $5, $5 a whack.
Okay, well, hang on 1 second. First of all, it doesn't use the Pink Mistwell token.
Oh.
It uses a stable token like DAI.
Okay.
So you buy in with DAI. And
Okay.
that's that way we can have like the $1 table, the $5 table,
There we
the
go.
$20 table, and then
Okay.
you can go and gamble responsibly, which is a contradiction in terms, right? Like you can lose just your lunch money, not the kids' lunch money.
There we go. There
You
we
know,
go.
I mean, gamble responsibly. So that's where it's going to start. Is we would love to just start with a dollar game and have some fun and work out the kinks and see how people like it. Yeah. There's a there's a very significant house rake that takes place right after the 369 people join the pool. So
Okay.
369 people can join the game of basically Russian roulette. Water, please, water, please. Love you. Say hi to the people.
Hi, people.
She's about as tired as I am. So 369 people get a jump in the game. You can buy as many entries as you want. I assume most degens will at least buy 10 spots so that they can get one. They're hoping one will get to the end, right?
Mhm.
But you have a 1 in 369 chance of winning. That's not good. You have a way better chance of winning the lottery at Dark Matter, but that's neither here nor there because a lot of the people that come find this game are going to have to go to the deeper level of finding
Yes.
that. That
Right.
This is going to be like our gateway drug to Anti-Gravity Project.
Marketing.
Yeah.
R8 would be so proud of you guys.
Yes, with this
So
is a
proud of
slot
us.
in front of our casino. So, anyways, 369 people can all buy in, and
Yep.
then there's a button that says "Miss them," and every time you hit the button, a pink mist flashes and one of the numbers disappear. So every time you hit the button, it's taking someone out. It's sniping someone. The biggest one is sniping people.
Oh, this is like a digital form of going out on those excursions where you're trying to build your team up and you're out there plastering each other with with paintballs or whatnot.
Yeah, well, it's crypto meets Russian roulette is kind of what we did.
That's great. How many minimum players?
Come to bed.
Yeah, give me 2 minutes to finish talking about the game because I don't think Dawn's showing up. But either way, so
Ooh.
the house gets a 20% rake right off the top. So that, even if you buy out the whole game, you're only winning 80%.
Mhm.
Out of the remaining 80%, half of it market buys dark right off the market. Goes with 40% buys dark and puts it in the pool. So the winner will receive 40% of the dark and 40% of the stable. And they can do whatever they want. They can dump it, they can mint it, whatever they want to do.
Mhm.
But remember, the house still has that 20% rate, which it can point at any token that it wants to.
How many minimum
What's
players? Obviously, it's not a solo game, meaning you have to have a certain minimum player before the numbers will start actually disappearing.
Yeah, the pool won't close until there's 369 entries. And
Entries.
you can have as many entries as you want, but
Sure.
it doesn't make sense to like I said, buy out the game because you'd still end up like
Mhm.
percent down.
Mhm.
So I think that the dollar game is going to go fairly quickly and run fairly often.
Mhm.
And the more if we open more expensive games where it's higher, those might take longer to fill up and longer to go. But those higher games also might come with them some information. There might be a digit or a number or a letter that are given out with each one of those jackpots, and that may or may not spell out coordinates of a physically buried or hidden treasure somewhere in the US or
Well,
somewhere.
only the last survivor get to see that, or were anybody buying a pool
I
get
think
to see
we're
that?
going to give it to the person that wins and let them decide whether or not to share it with the community.
There you
Or
go.
we might share it with everyone that pays for that higher stakes game.
Mm-hmm.
But it'll be interesting. If you watch Greed and Gold, you'll kind of get an idea of some of the shenanigans and insanity that people will get up to in a treasure game like this. But anyways, I've got to play a song and I've got to go to bed. But I've had a great time with you guys tonight. Thank you so much for joining me, Hexy Armstrong. Thank you for the chains that I will never.
Anytime. Yeah.
And
I got more coming on the way. More on the way.
we're gonna go off with the Rip City vids right here. I don't even remember the name of this. It's a Cape Fear classic, so enjoy.
Cole Nova is here, he's the leader of Alpha, leading the charge. Yeah. With his main man Heavy, hit up right by his side at the raid. Together they fight, and guards their corner, rich and valor, fighting for good. They refuse to back down in this war for justice. They wear the crown. Cole Nova and Heavy Hitter, they rise from the dust. For the cause, they never back down. With Big Boy Leroy, his feet firmly underground. In the face of danger, they fight through it all. Champions of hope, they rise to the top. Through shadows of doubt, they light up the way. With power and purpose, they seize every day. Their enemy tremble in the dark. Cole Nova and Heavy Hitter, our heroes embark in the big galaxy that's covered by night. They bring the fire and ammunition to ignite. For it's Alpha they serve, their honor was true. Cole Nova and Heavy Hitter, they rise from the dust, fighting for the cause, they never back down. With Big Boy Leroy, his feet firmly on the ground. In the face of danger, they fight through it all. Champions of hope, they rise to the top. For every shadow, they bring the light. Cole Nova and Alpha, defenders of the right.